So, I recently saw the new Will Smith and Jada Pinkett produced film After Earth, and I really enjoyed it. But I've been hearing a lot of reviews where people didn't really enjoy it. The critics didn't think it was all that great of a film. So after I watched it, and actually while I was watching it with a good friend of mine, all these different ideas came into my mind, all these really great things that I was loving about the film while I was watching it. I mean, the movie really is about life lessons. There's so many vittles in this film. It's unbelievable, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I told Jaimes McNeal, an all-around awesome guy. He is a motivational speaker. He is a life coach. He is just incredible. He's a great guy. So anyway, I told Jaimes about this film. I said I really, really loved it. I thought it had a lot of great points, and I think you really need to see it. So Jaimes suggested that I create a video where I mention 3 vittles from this film to go on his site. He has a really, really great YouTube page and a Facebook page as well. You should check it out. Sunday Morning Video Vittles. And what it's really about is an opportunity to look at different films and some of the life lessons that we learn from those films, and also television shows. It's interesting how many messages are being provided to us all over the place. Television, commercials, print ads. And a lot of times we really don't pay very close attention. And when we do, it kind of hits us that, wow, there's really something, there's some interesting vittles here to partake in. So I decided I would go ahead and take Jaimes up on his offer and go ahead and offer some vittles that I discovered while watching this film. One of the things that really stood out when I looked at my friend Beth and I go, wow. Did you get that? And she's got the same look on her face that I had. And we're listening to Will Smith talk about fear, the difference between fear and danger. He talks about fear being our process of living in the future. We've got this concern that this or that is going to happen based on our fears, based on previous experience or things we've completely manufactured. You know, there's nothing that's based in reality. We've just totally made it up. And he says, danger is real, fear is not. And in that moment, it really struck me the difference between fear and danger. The nervous system has a natural response to danger. You have increased adrenaline, blood is flowing more readily through your body, you're able to feel less pain. It's important for you to have that feature in the body, that feature of the nervous system, to help protect you and get you out of a dangerous situation. The problem comes in when you're just at work taking a phone call and the same amount of adrenaline is pumping through your body that would be pumping through it if you were running from a Bengal tiger. That's a problem. So the difference between danger and fear is pretty important. You need to know whether you're in danger or not. If you're not in danger, then it's just fear. And if it's just fear and there's nothing that you can do in the present moment, like if you take a moment to just breathe and pay attention to where you are, is there really any present danger going on? No, there's not. It's your concern about what might possibly happen in the future. And the best way to really deal with that is one of the other vittles from the film is to take a knee, take a moment, assess what's going on in your body. Will Smith will remind his son in the film to do that several times when he was having a panic attack, to pay attention. What you would notice after Will would tell him to go ahead and pay attention and take a knee and ask him to assess his body. Often there were things going on with his body that he wasn't paying attention to that offered clear and present danger. He had been bitten by something and he was paying attention to his fears and his worries about what was going to happen down the line and not paying attention to a clear and present danger. He needed to assess his present situation so that he could make some changes. And that kind of reminded me about some situations in my own life where I've been so afraid that such and such will judge me, or that I won't get this job if I apply for it. Haven't even applied for the job. don't even know what job it is, but I'm just afraid I'm not going to get it. Whatever it is, I'm afraid of these things that exist out in the future. And at present, I'm not paying attention to my weight. I'm not paying attention to my blood pressure. I'm not paying attention that I'm not getting enough exercise. I'm not paying attention to my hair isn't as healthy as it used to be. I'm not paying attention to a toothache that I might have. I'm not paying attention to lots of other things that are presently going on that require my attention. I'm not meditating. I'm not taking time for myself. There's all these things that are not necessarily screaming out to me, but they still require my attention. And so when Will would remind him to take a knee to assess what was really going on, I thought that was really important for all of us to remember that, to take a knee. Bend down, take a moment, sit down, lean up against a wall, whatever. Change your state and take a moment to pay attention to what's really going on at present. Detach yourself from this future fear that you've made up in your mind about what's going to happen, and take a moment to pay attention to what's going on right now. What you could do right now in this moment to take care of yourself, to honor yourself in this moment. Another thing about the film, this is the third Vittle that I really liked, is the film talked a bit about how to deal with guilt. Jaden's character had a lot of guilt about something that happened, because I don't want to give away the film, but he had a lot of guilt related to something that happened to someone, and he felt that he should have done more, he could have done more, and there was resentment between Will's character and Jaden's character throughout the film, and how to really deal with that. At one point, Jaden's character had to decide whether or not he was going to continue to be resentful of his father, continue to feel guilty about a decision that he had no choice in earlier on in life, and he had to take a look at where he was now. Because that's the thing, we're either in the future or we're in the past. If we're in either one of those places, we're not assessing our present dangers, we're not assessing our present happiness, we're not assessing anything of any real concrete value. And so Jaden's character came to a crossroads. We had to decide for himself, am I going to continue to feel guilty? Am I going to buy into what I feel like my father thinks about me? Or am I going to take this leap? Am I going to take this leap of faith? Am I going to believe in myself? Am I the savior I've been waiting for? Throughout the film, Jaden's character was really looking to his dad to protect and save him. And at a certain point, that wasn't possible. He was really on his own. And really, we're always, quote unquote, on our own. Even when people are there for us and people will support us and encourage us and whatever, at the end of the day, we have to make decisions for ourselves, despite what other people might think or do. We really have to decide for ourselves, what is it that we really want? We have to realize that we're the savior we've been waiting for. No one's going to come and rescue us. We don't need rescuing. We already have the abundance and light and love and all of the support that we need. It comes from within us, and that's how these other people are able to share it with us. They are mirroring back to us what is already within us. We are safe, secure, happy, and whole, and we don't need someone to rescue us. We don't need God to ride in on a white horse and fix and protect us, because we're already protected. We're already safe. Our Creator has already given us everything that we need to be incredible. And those are just a few reasons why I really, really love this film. After Earth is an awesome film, and I certainly want to make sure that all of the teenagers in my life and kids and even adults in my life see this film, and that we have a chance to kind of talk about what the life lessons are in the film. So I encourage you to go see it. After Earth is a really great movie, and I think if you go into watching this film, go into it with an idea that there are life lessons here to partake of, and I'm sure you may pick up on some other things things that I didn't, because of my issues with anxiety in the past. That was some of the key things that I honed in on, the things that kind of addressed how to handle your social anxiety or any type of anxiety, and how to really take a moment and assess what's going on, and honor yourself in that moment, and making sure that you stay present. That really stuck out to me because of my own personal issues over the years and my own personal challenges. So I hope that you gain a lot from the film, at least as much as I was able to. It's not Independence Day. It is not the same movie. This is something else. Will and Jada produced this film, and they were up to something, and I like what they are up to. So Jaimes, I hope that this was up to your standards. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to offer your audience some vittles from After Earth. I love you immensely. You are an incredible man, and you have definitely changed my life in knowing you. And you guys have a great week, a great month, a great year, a great life. Thanks so much. See you later.